Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Norbert. In this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how you can display your data in a table in Android Studio. So this on the screen here is what we're going to be creating in this tutorial. So here we've got our table, we've got our headers, and then the list of items that we want to display. So for this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how you can display the data that is within your app. Maybe in the future tutorial we can do where you can be pulling this data from a remote source, maybe like a MySQL database. So let's get started. Okay, great. So let's get started. Fire up Android Studio and start a new project. For this, I'm going to choose an empty activity. Click next. For my application name, I think I'll just say give it a name table view, and then hit finish. Okay, great. So let's start. We're in Android Studio now. First thing first that I'm going to do is I'm going to copy these dependencies. One is for the library that we're going to use to show the table, and then this one fixes an error that happens on if you're using Android X. So I'll go ahead and expand the Gradle scripts folder and then choose the build.gradle, the second one, the module one. I'll scroll down to the dependencies and then paste that in and then hit sync. So just give it a minute to sync, and great, we're done. So we're done working this file, so I'm gonna go and close it, and then we'll start with the activity main to set up our table. So I'm gonna hit shift out left arrow button on my keyboard. I'm gonna hit it again to expand this code, this code. So I just expand that to create space. I'll go ahead and get rid of this text view, click delete, and then set up our table. So this one is the one that you want. So I'm just gonna hit tab there. This one, mesh parent, it's okay. Mesh parent, that's okay. We'll go ahead and give this an ID table data view, that's okay. So for my table, I just want to be showing maybe a list of names. Yes, so we're gonna have an ID, name, surname, and then maybe give them an age. So I will go ahead and set the column count for my table to be 4. Okay, so I'm just gonna close this for now, and we go to our main activity file. So we'll go and start declaring our variables. So I'm just gonna declare our table. So it's just going to be table view. Go to .id .table data view. Great. So now we want to set up variables that's going to hold our headers and the data that we want to show. So for this example, we are using data that is within the app. So we're going to define the data in. So it's just going to be some string variables. And then we give it a name. It's going to be headers, city code, an object. We just give it first column that I want. It's going to be an ID, and then when I have surname, and then age. So for our headers, we are done. Then we go declare our data that we want to show on our table. So I'm just going to call it data. So ID, I think I'll just give you a 1 for the first heading, and then name, we can say John, and then for the surname, we can say Joe, Doe, and then give him age of maybe 89, as an old guy. And then for the second item, we can give an ID of 2, sorry, just 2, and name, we can say Alfred. Maybe Doe, maybe these guys are brothers. Maybe this one is the older brother. Okay, so we should be done. Okay, there's an error here. Just make sure you close that as well. So our variables are done. We don't need this extra. So now it's set up. We need to set up our adapter for the header and the data that we want to show. So we're just gonna go table view dot set. We want the header adapter. Simple text in a context, and then we pass in the variable with the data of the headers, and then we go again for the data that we want to show. Dot set data adapter new simple table data adapter, text in a context, put in this, and then put the data that we want to show. So I think at this point we're done. We can run this, just save it. We can run this to see how it's looking like in our emulator. Let's see. Okay, still running. Okay, 0 errors, that's good. It's installing. Launch succeeded. And there it is. There's our table, our beautiful table there, with all the list of items that we've declared, and this is looking good. So the last thing that I can show you is how maybe you can just customize the table header color. Maybe you would want it to match the design of the app, the color theme of the app. So we're just going to minimize this for a second, then go back to our view here. So this, I'm just going to set it's going to be header color. You could make use of any color, your favorite color here, but for me I'm just going to use maybe the first one here, teal 700, and see what that looks like. I'll go ahead and reload the app. Let's see how that looks like. Okay, good. I think it's looking good. So this is it, guys. Thank you for watching. If you found this tutorial to be valuable, please consider subscribing to the channel. It goes a long way in supporting the channel. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.